Good morning, everybody. Namaste again. Uh, all right, let's do this. Take some time for yourselves, ourselves. Close your eyes. As always, may all beings receive the benefits of this practice. May all beings be happy and free from suffering everywhere. Start with a very simple chant this morning. As always, if chanting doesn't work for you, just do the poses, just do the breathing. Breathing has already been posted. I'm going to merge them together really soon and put together a comprehensive class instead of little bits and pieces. I'm also, by serious request, going to put out a couple of Shavasanas. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just going to say it like it is. I'm always a little leery of doing recordings of Shavasanas because you need someone, you need a teacher there when you're in deep relaxation. So, calling on your own higher powers, your spirit guides, your supreme self, the powers that be, whatever that means to you, right? When you're going into Shavasana, ask someone to stand guard over your body. And especially if you're someone who likes to float away. One more thing, what was I just going to say? All right, so I'm really, really nervous. It's so funny. 40 people, 50 people in a room, no problem. Me, by myself, with my singing bowls and my gong. Nervous. No pain, no strain, same rules, right? Let's do Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Together 3 times, 1 exhale, inhale. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. All beings be happy and free from suffering everywhere. And start a little different today. Take off my socks. So if you don't practice with me on a regular basis, please be mindful of your body. All right? Really, no forcing, no pushing. Start in the pose of the child, as my very first teacher used to say. Separate the fingers really, really wide. Rock up onto your hands and knees. I feel weird not seeing everybody. Hi, everybody. Curl those toes underneath, rock back and forth, right? Just warm up a little bit, and then like hip the skull back into a little gentle dog. Bend the knees if you need. All right, heels down. No big deal if they don't go down. And then take a couple of steps forward to the top of your mat or wherever you're practicing. All right, and then rise up. Om Namo Narayanaya. Let's begin Surya Namaskara, saluting that sun. Inhale, arms up. And down we go. Right foot back knee. Left foot back plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Cobra pose. And down dog. Right foot forward, left knee down. Feet together. Rising up. Hands to heart. Go back. And down. Left foot knee. Plank pose. Knees down, elbows in, chest and chin. Cobra pose. Down dog. Big step. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Come on up. Hands to heart. Again, go back. And down. Right foot knee. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose. Down dog. Right foot forward. Left foot forward. Rise up. Hands to heart. Back again. Down again. Left foot back, knee. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose. Down dog. Left foot forward, right knee down. Feet together. Rising up. Hands to heart. Back again. Down again. Right foot knee. Left foot plank. If knees, chest, and chin is really hard for your body, knees down. Sit back a little. Forearms down. Chest and chin. Cobra pose. Dog pose. Right foot knee. Feet together. Rise up. Hands to heart. Back again. Down again. Left foot knee. Plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra pose. Down dog. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Rising up. Hands to heart. One breath. Go back. Foot down. Right foot back, knee down. Flat back foot. Arms up. Keep trying to get those elbows straight behind the ears. Move around a little. Reach back. Slide back, hip and knee. As always, knee and ankle stacked. If you can't reach the ground, put a block or a book down. Shoulder and shin in line. Hand to hip. Or arm up. Couple of breaths. twist the body. So I'm not teaching binds because I'm not in your living room or wherever you're choosing to do this. If your body has a bind and you know how to correctly do it without injuring yourself, go right ahead. Maybe you go from hand to hand spread. Twist. Down dog. Couple of breaths in dog. Move to plank. Chaturanga, it's okay to drop the knees, elbows in, halfway down. Flat the feet. Heart forward. Cobra. Dig the toes. Back to dog. Now right foot between the hands. Left knee down. Flat the foot. Arms up. Right, as always, keep trying to drop your hips forward. Reach the arms back. You can move the body a little. Right, if you're healing shoulders, hands can stay on the knees or on the hips. Healthy neck, you may start to drop the head back. All right, slide back. Set up, I call it open body twist, hip and knee. Whoops, knee and ankle. If you don't have a block, put your hand on a book, a couple of books. Hand to hip is okay, or arms straight up. Think of one straight line from your bottom hand to the top. So try not to overreach the top arm. I like to let my head go. On up. Same option. Maybe the hand stays here. Left hand, right thigh. Right hand on the seat. Try to turn your ribs. Turn, turn, turn. If you want to go down to elbow or upper arm, prayer hands in front of the heart. Turn the rib cage. If you have the bind, you may do it. Check your back foot. Hands down dog. Plank pose. It's okay to drop the knees halfway down. Chaturanga. Upward face or cobra. Downward face. Left foot forward, warrior one. So left foot under the nose of the heart. Back heel is in, toes are out. Arms up. All the variations. Maybe here. Warrior two. Align the feet. Arch and heel, or arch, or heel and heel for some. Square the hips and the heart. Arms straight and strong. Sink down a little more if you can. Couple of breaths. Right hand to the thigh, left arm up. If your hand lands on your knee, I think you may be behind the knee so you don't put pressure. Reverse warrior, some call it. Some call it peaceful warrior. All right, come back to two. Let's straighten the front leg and turn the toes in today. Try to get the heels in line. Think of the hands to hips, or think of the heart forward, chin up. Flat back, some may need to stop here, hands to thighs. Rock the weight into the toes, no falling on your nose. Maybe shins. Maybe ankles. Maybe heels. Elbows out. If your head touches, step the feet a little closer and pull. If you need the assistance, put your hands on your shins or your thighs to rise back up. No back issues, rise up, arms come out. Turn the left toes back to the top of your mat, bend your knee, windmill the hands down, step back to down dog. It's okay to skip one of these vinyasas, plank pose, chaturanga, upward face, downward face. Right foot forward, warrior one. Warrior two. Reverse. Back to two. Straight the leg and turn. Hands to thighs, hips, whatever you need. Keep the back flat. Rock weight into toes. Again, hands to shins, calves, thighs, ankles, feet, floor. Maybe you need a little shoulder love. You want to bring the arms together, or hands together. back up, use the hands if you need them. Don't hurt the back. Turn the right toes. Back to 2. Hands down. Down dog. Plank pose. Knees down if you need. Chaturanga. Upward face. Downward face. Walk, step. Today I'm going to give the option to hop. You do not have to hop. I'm not hopping. Walking right to the top of my mat. Half lift. Maybe hands to shins. Look forward. Soft the knees if you need, right? Bend your knees. Let the belly rest thighs. Relax the neck. Rise up. You can have the knees soft. And hands to heart. Warm up is done. Again, first pose. Tree. Either option, foot to thigh, foot to calf, maybe your hip. You can hold it. Prayer hands. Fix your gaze on one thing or close your eyes. Offer it up to your Supreme Self, to our collective selves. May all beings receive the balance within this pose. May all beings receive the wisdom of Tree. Couple more breaths. Maybe you choose to raise your arms. All right. Break the pose. One breath. And then on the other side. Calf, thigh, or hip. Couple breaths. All right, break the pose. Come to the back of your mat. This is where someone called my phone yesterday. I don't know if I even have it on silent today. Don't call me. Warrior 3 or toppling tree. So my teacher teaches this way. Reach back, grab your right wrist with your left palm, both palms facing backward or up when you tip forward. Find your balance on your right foot. Right, some may look like this, trying to find balance. Some may be able to go a little further down, still holding balance, straight legs. Drop the hip, left hip low. Some may go a little bit further into that capital T shape. Maybe you start to raise the arms. Keep your gaze or your drishti, your focal point forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades. If you can't grab behind you, your arms can be here. They can be separated. Just find that warrior 3. All right, bend the knee to step back safely. One breath. breath and rest. Other side. Now it's right palm, grabbing left wrist. Again, you don't have to do that. Come on down as far as you comfortably can. Any pain in the standing knee, back out of the pose. So some schools tell us to point, some schools or teachers tell us to flex. I say do what's right for you. All right. Whoops, break the pose. Another breath and rest. Come to our seat. Lie down on your back. No pillows under the head or the neck, please. Arms separated from the body a little. Feet outwardly rotated. Rest for 3 breaths. Imagine each breath is drawing in that energy from the earth, from the universe. And each exhale is letting go of whatever the blah blah is. One more. So if you're new to this practice, I invite you to sit up and watch these options, right? Option 1, legs up. Healing neck or lower back, this is a great option. You could even have your knees soft if you needed. Option 2, maybe hips come up. I'm gonna move forward a little so I don't hit my wall. Maybe you do the same if you're in a small room. Option 2, hips come up, hands on the seat. Maybe your knees need to bend and you need to keep a little weight in your hands. Option 3, bring those hands onto the back. Try to get a straight line from your toes to your nose. The mother of the poses, the queen of the postures. Shoulders stand, chest toward chin, eyes closed. Concentrate on stillness and steadiness, and bring your attention to that space behind your forehead. If you have Padmasana, you may take the lotus. How can you find more comfort in the pose? How can we relax in this pose? Close your eyes. plow pose, toes toward the earth behind you. It's okay if your toes don't touch today. Soften your knees, maybe widen the legs a little if you need. If you can, toes to the ground. Only if your toes down and you're comfortable. You take the hands behind you, interlace them, do whatever you want. More important is your eyes being closed, or our eyes being closed. Again, relax in the pose. Keep watching the space behind your forehead. Eyes closed. Those that practice with me, you move right to fish pose. If you're new to my classes or new to being in any yoga class, I want you to slowly roll down onto your back. Do your best to land your seat on your forearms above your wrists. Allow the weight of the legs to go down. Bend the elbows, lift the heart. Drop the head all the way back. Try to do all that with your eyes closed. Put the crown of the head back on the ground. Eyes closed. If you know the advanced breath, it's really not advanced. If you know the breath, you may do it. All right, chin to chest. Lie down on the back. The arms out from underneath. Again, rest for 3 breaths. Nobody cares if your shirt is on your belly. To a seated pose. If you need to, bend your knees and roll onto your right and rise up. It's perfectly okay. I'm gonna wiggle back a little bit. But of course, if you can, you may roll up. Nice and easy. Bend the knees, ribs to thighs. Try to grab your calves, your ankles, or your feet. Think about the forearms going to the ground first. Flexing the feet will be more intense for the body, pointing the toes, probably a little gentler. It doesn't matter how far down you go. Remember, you're trying to stretch the hamstring. If you have the full variations, of course, you may go all the way. So if you're healing your shoulders, they say fingertips forward, right? If not, fingertips back. Bend your knees, maybe a little bit wider than the hips or your feet. You're gonna do your best to lift your butt off the ground and stay here, or you're gonna try to get those hips higher and higher, or you're gonna get into a tabletop. Some schools call it altar. Careful that your knees aren't going past your ankles. You may need to walk the feet forward, lift the hips, let the head drop back if the neck allows. And again, you may do Bastrik, breath of fire, in and out through your nose, fast. The Dharma says, like a sniffing dog. All right, seat comes down. Beginners, keep your hands down, maybe onto the fingertips. Watch those thumbs. Try to lift your feet up a little, boat pose. All right, remember, it's not sinking ship, I always say. Try to stay on your seat. Maybe you go for here. All right, if you move the hands and you roll back onto your lower back like this, please don't do that, right? Maybe the hands have to go here so you can stay on the sit bones or the seat. Sit bones, we haven't said that in a long time. Advanced, a little more advanced. Option, I'll say. Or legs straight. Keep squeezing legs together, reaching forward, pulling pelvic floor up, pull the belly in, reach for the crown of the head. If you want to drop the head back and do breath of fire, go ahead. Couple of breaths. It's okay to put your hands down. Shaking is good. All right, break the pose. Baddha Konasana, so bottom of feet together, knees wide. Bring your hips back. All right, we want a nice diamond shape on the floor in front of us, not heels to groin. Interlace the fingers, release your index and cross your thumb, Kali Mudra hands. If you can't reach your feet, you can grab your shins, rest your elbows on your thighs and relax the neck. Right, building the practice, maybe you can grab your feet with the mudra. Maybe you can put your forearms down. Try to avoid pulling yourself forward and see if you can relax yourself forward. Bring the attention to the base of the spine. Starfish. I don't think I called the name of the pose. Starfish or Tarasana. If you have the ability to put your head on your toes, your arch, your heels, or the space behind your feet, you may do it at any time. Keep reminding ourselves that it's comfortable. It's a comfortably held pose. All right. From there, if you need to help yourself up, put your hands on the ground and push into your arms as not to use your back muscles. Or reach forward, belly in, squeeze your butt. Arms up, arms down, knees together for a moment. If you need to, cross those forearms and rest the forehead. Couple of breaths. So it's really, really strange teaching to a camera, not knowing if anyone really watches these or you just look at the video for 2 minutes. Couple of shout outs while we're resting. First of all, to Dharma. Let's do a nice gentle twist while I keep talking. Right foot over your calf, between your knee and ankle. That's where your calf lives. So some of you, maybe only hand, and you're trying to get your shoulders to line up. Careful this isn't happening, right? Body doesn't like to twist if it's leaning back. Lean forward. Some of you may get the elbow there. Keep the hand up. Right? Options, options, options. My class is just a bunch of options. Maybe you can bring this left hand to your hip. And turn your ribs. Lean forward and look back. Couple of breaths. Next shout out is to my little man Austin and the whole family unit. Hi Melissa. Hi Serge. And hello Rory. Hope you are all doing great. I'm really happy that you're joining me today because I know you are. Two more breaths. All right. Do the other side. Of course, if you need to rest, then rest a couple of breaths in between. Now it's left foot over your right calf. Hand to hip or hand to thigh. Elbow below the knee. Maybe you mudra. Not this. Try not to collapse. Think up. And then maybe one day you start to bring the hand down. Right? You grab the clothes. Dharma often says, grab your clothes. And pull. Turn your rib cage. You may even look back. It's funny because so many schools tell us to do it a little bit different. Some say flex the foot. Dharma says point the toe because it looks pretty. Of course, I always try to follow what Dharma says, but I say do what feels right. Right? If this feels weird and this feels weird, just let the foot relax. All right. Last breath. Release. Rest for one more moment. Let's come to the belly for Cobra Pose. Right, if you practice with me all the time and you want to practice the handstand hop or any of that stuff, go right ahead. I'll give you a couple of minutes to float around, but a couple of moments to float around. But most of us are going to roll onto the shins. If that's not possible, anyway you can. Get onto the belly. You can still see me. Let's do traditional. Cross one ankle over the other. Left over right, we always start with. Hands down by the sides of the chest, chin or forehead on the mat. Think of the Cobra, Bhujangasana is the name. Wow, I said something in Sanskrit. Let's come on up. Rise up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rest. 8. You may take the hands to the side, turn your head. Other side, right ankle crosses the left, hands down by sides of chest. If this hurts your pelvis, you may put a blanket across the mat. Or, if you don't have a blanket, put a towel. So if you stop moving, if the body stops moving before I finish the count, I want you to imagine in your mind that you're still moving. Let's go. Exhale. Inhale. Rise up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Think about the shoulder blades coming together and the shoulders going down. Think about the elbows squeezing in. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your seat a little. Healthy neck. You may drop the head back. And then slowly come down with me. Slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uncross and rest. Maybe it's the opposite ear, maybe it's the same side. And let's do 3. So 2 legs together this time. Right, hands down, elbows in. Close your eyes this round. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and slow. Rise up for 8, 7, 6, 5. No pain. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes. And slowly down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest again. We're going to do bow next. You're going to bend the knees. If you can't reach your feet, right? Perfectly okay to do with Dharma calls skydiver. Even if you need to put your hands down and try to lift your knees up and the front of your body up. It may look like this for a lot of us, and that's fine. Right? Or maybe it looks like this with the arms up. I hope you can see my arms going up, right? Yeah. Trying to lift the legs up. Or reach back, grab the feet, ankles or shins, half a breath in, and then rise up. Do your best to get your thighs high. Kick the feet away. Right, a lot of times I see people doing this in class, bending their elbows and pulling their feet. How about pulling your elbows to straight? Thumb down the sides if you have the shin. Grab the foot if you can't reach the shin. Option to drop the head or look up. Stay one more breath than you want to. All right, release down. Try to let the body relax right away. Let everything go. If you want a little sigh afterwards, you're more than welcome to sigh it out. Second round, same pose, same options. Maybe you can't even get your legs up yet. Right? Maybe you're just bending your knees and trying to lift up a little bit. Reach back if you can. And rise up. So if you're new to this, toes together, knees wide. If this bothers your knees in any way, break the pose. Couple of breaths. Relax for 2 breaths. Press up onto your hands and knees. Take a little cat, right? Arch the spine like a cat, belly in, press through the palms, push the ground away, push the shins down, turn the pelvis forward, bring the chin to chest, turn the belly button to the spine. And then do all the opposites. Drop the belly, turn the hips, lift the chin, look up. And one more cat. And one more cat. All right, I like to cross my ankles. We're going to come back to our seat. Any way you can get there. Man, I hope I pressed record. What pose should we do next? Let's do forehead to knee. Or leg stretch. I'm not going to call out. Reach up. If you need to, you bend your knee. And grab your foot and try to pull your belly on your thigh. If you can interlace the fingers, you grab there. If you want to take the forehead, put it on the knee. Try squaring your shoulders. Left shoulder usually has to go down in this pose. I hope you can hear me. Kick through the heel or push with the forehead. Try to keep the chin and chest together, left shoulder down, pressing into forehead. Couple of breaths. If you can straighten your leg and go all the way, you do. All right, break the pose, rise up. Do the other side. If the foot doesn't like to come all the way up here, right, by the thigh, you can keep it down here. You can do this pose with less of a bend in the knee. No pain, no strain. Interlace grab. Forehead to knee. Right shoulder down. Start to kick the heel by pushing the forehead down. All right, break. If you need the hands, push them down to rise up. Set up in a comfortable seat. You don't have to sit cross-legged. You can have a block, books, a couple of blankets, or a couple of towels if you don't have blankets at home. All right, wrist lift up. The hips will allow the knees to drop down. Again, you don't have to sit like this, please. It's more about the sitting than it is anything else. Right hand behind you, left hand outside of your knee. You can do this with 2 straight legs. If you're doing lotus, right foot, then left. Other side. Right hand, left knee. So I don't know if you can hear it, but every time I talk, my gong vibrates a little bit. It's very cool, I think. Try to turn the body. Alright, a couple of things I see in class is I'm going to turn my body so much my right hip is going to come off the ground. Or I'm going to pull my hand back and twist. Or I'm going to lean back and twist. Try to keep this straight, spine straight. Turn the chin and look back. All right, come back to the center. So I rearranged my whole room for this recording. I wish you could see the cases. Maybe I'll give you a tour at another time. But I put the large beings, I call them. Beautiful, beautiful, big, clear quartz crystal right here. With a little inclusion, I can't remember the inclusion right now. It's the one that brings abundance. Chris Horvath, you would know. It's in the corner over there too. I can't remember the name right now. Oh well, monkey mind. So it's pointed right at you, right? It's pointed right into the camera. And then I have the other half of the twins, they're called. This is actually a clear crystal quartz, but it has Lemurian in it, so that's the striations or the lines. And then we have this nice big chunk of amethyst here that I bought a long, long time ago. There's a lot of crystals all over. I had this on yesterday, the selenite, but it made a weird light in the corner, so I left that off. A couple of pillars here. Of course, we have the baby rose quartz, the big ones on the other side, and bowls everywhere. All right, let's do calming breath. Close your eyes, exhale all the air out. And then nice and slow, inhale through your nose. Hold the breath. Exhale through the nose. In through the nose. Hold the breath. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Hold the breath. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Hold the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Exhale. Last round, inhale. Hold. And exhale. Keep the eyes closed if you choose. Straight the spine, shoulders down, heart is lifted. Namaste. If you wish to, join in 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Shanti is just another way to say peace, right? Probably the first way we ever said the word. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for taking time to practice today. Again, I'm a total novice to this stuff. I think I'm much better live, so I can make the adjustments, but it's an honor to be able to spend these mornings with you, this time with you. Another shout out, first of all, to everybody, right? Everybody, if I knew every single person that watched this, I can't even explain. But a special shout out to a friend of mine, Nina, who has made a connection with a being that is really, really heartwarming to me. So many people I want to say hello to. Post a little comment for me so I know that this is actually getting out there and you're actually doing your practice. Now is the time to really return to your practice. I'm gonna record a Shavasana at another moment. Right now I recommend you lay down and at least for 5 minutes, just lay there and be still. There are so many great sayings that the teacher says. I think angry determination, so that's a really good one. Like, you really have to give enough effort, but at the same time not cause pain or strain. Be willing to receive, or as the Dharma says, be receptive. Like, really be receptive. Check it out. Offering the pose to all beings or to the Supreme Self, because I think we all are the Supreme Self as a collective. There's just endless information that he shares. Namaste. So I'm doing this without music because I don't know the copyright stuff. Oh, look at that. 3 seconds away from 1-0. Couple of seconds away from 108. Oh, I almost want to wait. Oh, you know what? While we wait. As you can see, I don't have the place set up right for doing live recordings. That's too funny. I was going to show you 30 seconds left. The little cabinet there with the guru staring back at me the whole time. Everything in here was a gift from a student, a friend. And I'm not showing you to be like, look what I have. I'm just showing you to make this video go to 108 minutes.